Hi everyone! So I don't know about you, but it is starting to heat up here where I am, and I've been thinking about the beach. The next best thing is to paint it. So join me for this quick and easy beach painting. Alright, so let me show you what paint I am using. We're going to use a lot of white, maybe a little bit of light brown, we'll see, a teeny bit of black. I'm using two different blues, kind of a light cerulean and an ultramarine. And this is a blue-green. This is really important that it's the blue-green. If you need to mix blue and green to get it, that's fine, or you already have a teal, but this deep green with white makes a fantastic seafoamy color. So I've also got a medley of brushes, a large and two mediums. It really doesn't matter what size or what shape, but if you've got a big canvas like that, you don't want to be using a teeny tiny brush to cover everything. I'm going to grab a brush and probably I will start with a lot of white and a teeny bit of this little brown, a teeny bit of black. So I'm trying to make a nice sand color. So I just keep adding in a little more black, a little more brown. I kind of want like a gray beige, like a non-color. That looks pretty nice. You can always accentuate the warmth of the sand, but it's really gray. So I'm going to use this to go ahead and paint. It's kind of a bottom edge, and I like to make it really irregular. And then just fill it in. The rooster agrees. I'm going to paint my edges too. And while it's wet, basically I'm going to have the surf splashing right up against the sand here. So I want the edge to look wetter. So I'll go ahead and throw a little bit more black. Ooh, that's a lot of more black. Into this to make it darker so it appears wet. So right along my edge, I'm going to darken it, and I can even grab a clean brush just to smudge it in. So now that edge really looks darker. Like the water has really wetted the sand there. I will start with my darker color near the top. So this is the deepest part of the water, so it will be the darkest. And I try to put it on kind of thick. So I don't have to go back and go straight into my cerulean. And you can see how that part of the water at the top there looks so much deeper. I'll smear them in a little bit, but I don't want them to become one color. And then finally, I get to mix my beautiful teal. So this already has so much blue on it, I think I'll switch my brush. So lots of white and a little bit of my green should make a beautiful teal. I'm going to throw that in before the blue dries. I might even go a little darker. And then just straight blue-green. Awesome. That looks great. You can even finger paint this. Woohoo! To make it smooth and wild. Smooth and wild? Yeah, I guess so. But my canvas still has nothing on the white, so I'd like to actually paint it white. So I'll drag it along. So you could add a little more if you wanted to. And now for the saran wrap trick. You could really use any old plastic packaging you had around, but there's something about it. That's the end of my saran wrap. That makes such an irregular texture. I mean, if you were to paint the splashes of the waves, it would look really fake. It wouldn't look as crazy and wild and insane as you need it to be to look real. But this is gonna make some wild texture. So I kind of bunch it up a little bit, and I'm going to stamp it in the white. Ooh, and drag it across. Nice. See how wild and crazy that is? You can stamp it again. And it looks like it's splashing. I just love that technique. You can just keep adding and playing as you will, as much as you want. Woo!